Hey y'all! Today I have another show and tell video for you all. I've already gone over a bunch of larger items that I had on my shelf downstairs, but today we're gonna go over some much tinier things. These are just various toys and collectibles and just weird little things that I used to use to decorate my desk. I currently don't have a lot of room on my desk right now, and if you have cats, you might know that having things on your desk just invites them to come play on it and knock things over. So in the meantime, I've just been keeping a bunch of this stuff in a little box. What actually prompted me making this video was that I was recently gifted a couple little things that will go along with this collection. And so I had to go looking for the box, and that's when I just felt like, hey, I should do a show and tell on these little things. Shout out to Ash and Justin for going to a convention recently and buying a couple dumb little things, and they sent them to me and Taylor. Like this Doug toy that has no facial features. Let me see if I can find all the things that they sent us. Teeny tiny little rubber duck. Creepy little green baby. A little Rugrats um thing. I actually have one of my own little tiny yellow ducks. This one has a bow tie on him though. He's ready for picture day. Here's a weird little keychain with a Mario Koopa with a white shell. I don't know what his deal is. He's like kind of rubbery. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is meant to be like a toy related to Mario Odyssey. Like maybe Mario flipped his cap and now he has the mustache. But I don't know. It seems like it's unbranded. Oh, and then there's this thing. This is a little car that looks like Sonic the Hedgehog in like supersonic mode. I don't know what the deal is. So yeah, our friends were at a convention recently and they came across a bunch of tiny little toys and some other less goofy things, and they sent us a little care package. So once again, shout out to Ash and Justin. A lot of this stuff is actually from my childhood. Like actually this thing, my grandpa who passed away, he used to make all these like little wooden like whittling projects. And when I was a little kid, I was really fascinated with these like blocks that he would carve out into like these little cages with a ball in it. Like this started off as a single piece of wood. And so I have a couple of these that are just all around. This is one of my oldest toys. I want to say I got this Mario from a Burger King kids meal thing. I think it was a promotion with I don't know, one of the games that was coming out at the time. He's got like these little posable pieces and his legs can also go all the way like that. Says 2002 Nintendo. I'm pretty sure it was Burger King. But yeah, I've had this guy for a long time, and he's been a staple of just little tchotchkes and decorations that I keep around. Actually, now that I'm looking at this pile, I don't think a lot of it actually did come from my childhood. I got some amiibo. I got Wario and Waluigi here, the two nastiest boys. I'm not really that big into amiibo. That's probably why they ended up in a box. Same with the Shovel Knight one. I just remember this was cool that an indie game got its own amiibo. Here's one of my favorites. It's a Karopi. This was like a little McDonald's Happy Meal toy where like little Sanrio characters came with their own little houses and stuff. And I just think that's a really good Karopi. Look at him. I came across one of these things when I was working at Goodwill, and I used it to decorate the little workstation that the donation attendants had by the back door. And I liked him so much that I went on eBay and I bought a set of him in the house just so I could have one at home. Oh yeah, this was a gift from my friend Honora. They got me this little keychain Karopi from one of those like weeb accoutrement stores at the mall. For the longest time, I had this hanging off of my work bag. Just another little plush Karopi. Same with this SpongeBob. This SpongeBob is actually really dirty. That's because, like a lot of other stuff in this pile, when I quit working at Goodwill, I just took a bunch of things that I was using for decoration around my desk. But yeah, he's kind of a beanie baby sort of thing. Oh yeah, it's a Thai beanie baby. But yeah, I had this guy and the Karopi on my work bag. Oh, you know what? I also forgot that this Yoshi is also an amiibo. I thought this was really cool when they made a stuffed amiibo. I think it was for what was it called? Yoshi's Woolly World, the Wii U game. Okay, this was Taylor's and she just gave it to me to go with the rest of my weird stuff. It's a pickle Rick that looks all fucked up. I've only seen like the first two seasons of Rick and Morty. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I don't know what the hell is going on with this figure, but she gave it to me. here's a here's a Linda and Louise Belcher from Bob's Burgers. These were like little blind box toys, but I think they're dressed up as like something from one of the Halloween episodes. Okay, there's a funny story that goes along with this kangaroo. We were eating at an Outback Steakhouse, and there was some drink that if you ordered it, it came with this little kangaroo garnishing the edge of the glass. And it said that you get to keep it if you ordered it. So we ordered the drink mostly for the meme of it. But we were like so impressed that it's like, hey, they didn't just cop out and make a piece of shit little toy. It's like there's actually a lot of detail in this kangaroo. It looks so realistic and it even has a little Joey in the pouch. So we were just really impressed by that. They could have put so little effort into this. I have two Hey Arnold figures for some reason. Best 90s cartoon, fight me. I have a whole collection of rubber ducks, because of course. Here's just a basic looking rubber duck. I really like him. Arr, here's a pirate rubber duck. Arr, he's got a sword. Here's a hockey player rubber duck. And here's a blue rubber duck. Here's a weird little fish. Why do I have this stuff? Oh shit, I have another rubber duck. He's got a little, like, pirate captain hat on. And I honestly don't know what the pink things on his wings are supposed to be. He kind of looks like he's just carrying sushi. Oh shit, I forgot another amiibo. I never finished the Link's Awakening game, but I did think having a little toy version of Link looking like this, he just looks really good. Oh, speaking of which, I got this. This is not an amiibo, but it's just an old-fashioned design looking Link, crouching down, holding his sword. Look at him. I think I got this from a convention. I think like MagFest years and years ago. We stole this from Texas de Brazil. If you've never been to a Brazilian steakhouse, they usually come around with giant skewers of meat. And if your card is green, then it means you're willing to accept their meat. And if it's red, then you're like, no thanks, I'm full or whatever. And we stole it. Because of course. Ooh, here's a bunch of little One Piece figurines. I think these were also blind box toys that Taylor got me for Christmas or my birthday. My birthday's in December, so they all kind of blur together. Hold on, I gotta do that influencer thing. There. We got Luffy ready to fight. We got Nami looking cute, and we got Law looking badass. Hell yeah. I got another Luffy toy, but this one's like inspired by the live action, so he kind of looks like Inaki Godoy. I just think this is a very cutesy looking, kind of chibi-fied version of Luffy, and it doesn't look hideous. This bendable toy snake says it's from Wendy's. I don't really know what the toy line was supposed to be. Maybe it was just animals, but I like him because he's bendy. That's just fun. I came across this little crab when I worked at Goodwill. I don't know why he looks like a child's doodle of a crab come to life. The only information I can find on it is Batat. So I don't know if he's from something. Oh, hey, camera, focus. So I don't know if he's from something or whatever, but I just like him. A Smithfield ham squishy pig, number 43. I don't know what his deal is. I honestly can't remember where we got him. This is a little Porco Rosso. It's one of it's one of my favorite Ghibli movies. But he's a man who's a pig, and he's a fighter pilot. I think he was also a little blind box thing. I got some McDonaldland crew. Got Ronald McDonald, the Hamburglar, and Grimace. I love when toys back in this era were just made of this weird little like rubber PVC, and they were just always T-posing. Aside from Grimace, who's like a hard plastic, and he can spin around on his legs for some reason. He died for our sins. I got a little pink starfish. Oh, I got two little pink starfishes. This one's just like a hard plastic toy, but this one's squishy. I think being named Patrick, I've just kind of embraced that people are going to call me Patrick Star. But here's things that all just go together. So now when I see a pink starfish, I just think, oh, hey, that's me. You know, when people just call you a joke nickname based on something, it gets annoying, but at some point you gotta just embrace it. This thing is like covered in dust and it just sticks to it. Here's some Lego things that I used to keep around my desk. I had this above my desk when I worked at Goodwill's Ecom, and I came across a bunch of pieces that looked exactly like me, with the glasses and the beard, and well, I just didn't add a hairpiece, so he stayed bald. That's me. And I also came across enough pieces to make a little original character. I think he's pretty cool. Eggs. I have all these little toy dinosaurs, like a Stegosaurus, another Stegosaurus, a a long neck, and this goofy ass looking T-Rex. The wide eyes and his teeth looking like, ooh. I love this guy. I actually think a coworker came up to me and said, I found this and I think it's something you would like. And they were right. Oh, I missed this with the Legos. I found a Unikitty from the Lego movie. I don't know. I had all the pieces, so I just made her and kept her. I think this might be a Mr. Man. He's playing baseball. Boy core. Little derpy Pikachu. A little Donkey Kong. Little Poliwhirl. One of the best. Whooper. This guy is so top heavy, he never stands up. And remember these from like preschool? The little counting bears? They just had them in all sorts of different colors and you literally just used them to learn how to count. Oh, one more Pokemon. It's Gloom! Ah, he's a sleepy little guy. He's great. Oh, he's so gross. A little hot dog. Why do I have a little hot dog? I don't know. But, ah! It's removable. Oh, here's another One Piece thing. I think this is something Taylor got me as well. It's, well, it won't float right, but it's Nami behind the Thousand Sunny. And she just floats around in there. Taylor also knows that my favorite Mario princess is Daisy, and we also play a lot of Mario Kart. So she got me a Daisy in a cart. Hi, I'm Daisy. Vroom vroom. Gumby. Gumby wasn't that big when I was a kid, but I do remember having a Gumby toy for some reason. It was just kind of like a bigger version of this. Yeah, I just remember back in the 90s when toys were always made in this like rubbery PVC material, and they always had the holes in the back, and they'd always be T-posing. I got this Sully from Monsters Inc. I just I just think the paint on his face looks a little bit off, and it makes him look kind of funny. I got a little Bow Bow. Got Bowser with the moving limbs and stuff. Oh, his feet look like they should move, but they don't. His tail can go upside down for some reason. All of his legs can almost move, but not really. His head can go upside down. At this point, I don't really know why they would make these pieces move. But yeah, Bowser's cool. There's a little chicken from I think it's supposed to go with a Little People Fisher Price like farm set. It's like he's so round. He's great. Just a cool little skull. I kept this at my desk for a while. Oh, it must have come from another store. Was someone trying to sell him for $1.98? Anyways, he just looks cool. Another tiny little Mario. This is a Fire Mario this time. Again, the painting on his face just looks a little bit off, and his eyes look really, really tiny, so he looks funny. Bobblehead Mickey. Well, he's not going to bobble really great at this angle, but... I mean, he doesn't bobble really great. Anyways, he kind of just... His head just spins around a lot. Bobblehead Mickey. It says it's manufactured for Kellogg's. I guess he was a cereal box toy. And we got Donald Duck. This is a good-looking Donald. He stands really good. Just a good Donald. Okay, so I don't know what the deal is with this ghost, but I love him. He's got an X over one eye. There's no information on him. I think he's like a finger puppet or something. But there's no information on him, and I've tried using Google Lens. I just want to know, is he a character from something, or is he some kind of brand mascot? Like, I don't know who made this thing. Like, it's one thing if he had two, like, regular eyes, but the fact that one of his eyes is crossed out makes me wonder if he's, like, a character, like, from something. I don't know what the deal is, but he's a mystery. This is a pretty recent find. We went to, like, a flea market here recently, and I came across this little Donkey Kong, but he's, like, the old design. Just holding a barrel above his head, and he's got his teeth like... And, he stands. But yeah, this is a really cool toy. I really love coming across these, like, older designs of characters when they're made for, like, Happy Meal toys or whatever this guy's from. And following that line of thought, we have this super old Mario toy. It was either a McDonald's or a Burger King kids meal type toy. But he's like the raccoon Mario from Mario 3, so this must have been when Mario 3 was new. Look how chunky and portly he looks. I just love these like slightly off looking, these slightly off model versions of characters we know and love. Anyways, he's the gimmick of this toy is he's got a suction cup on a spring, and so just meant to stick him like that. You're just meant to stick him like that, and then we wait. Whoa! I don't know about you, but I'm entertained. So thanks for going with me through my box of weird old shit. I hope this was entertaining in some way. Goodbye. I'll see you next time.